And finally, the heartbreak. The sentence that kills the billion, the judge says, proceedings and the resulting award are nullity ab initio. Nullity from day one. Billion-Shillings, poof. Like your Fuliza at midnight. Because how do you start a billion-shilling relationship with no signature? As the High Court later put it, the alleged partnership agreement was never executed by Safaricom. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Katiba na Chai, where the law meets laughs and court drama gets served with a hot cup of tea. My name is Ngachira. Now, today's story is one for the books. The court gave us a billion-shilling heartbreak, Kenya's most expensive. So, what are we? A situationship between Safaricom PLC and Popote Innovations. A relationship with emails, drafts, prototypes, everything except commitment. Because you know situationships, you can meet the parents, his friends can say, "Undia mama, undia mama." You do everything together. You can even pray together. But when he asks, "So, what are we?" Well, let's not rush things. Well, the court was supposed to define that relationship. Let me tell you the backstory. 2017, Samuel Joy, CEO of Popote Innovations, walks into Safaricom with a big idea. Popote Pay, a merchant payment solution designed to plug straight into M-Pesa. Revolutionary, scalable, all the LinkedIn and startup nonsense they say. They would then share the revenue generated. Safaricom was like, you know what? It's a brilliant idea. Sam must have walked out of that meeting already calculating future millions. Okay, revenue share, monthly inflows, Range Rover, yacht in Dubai, Sio Kimau, hey. But Safaricom is that uncle who tells you, bring your CV, I'll do something, and disappears with it. So Sam delivers a prototype. Meetings continue, emails fly. A partnership agreement is drafted in May 2018. Sam signs, sends to Safaricom, but Safaricom never signs it. Yeah. Fast forward to 2020. The project stalls. Safaricom pays Sam a few millions for development cost and like a settlement agreement. And that's confirmed in the ruling. The judge says the applicant compensated the respondent for its development costs in full. Now, that payment, which was made in 15th October 2020, apparently extinguished all further obligations. It was like transport money for a whole marriage. Anyway, now comes June 2021. Safaricom launches M-Pesa Super App and the M-Pesa Business App. Sam is watching TV, is like, wait, I'm a Safaricom as a type. Now, let me sip my tea before I say something else. Sam goes to arbitration. Why? Kenya law allows it. Arbitration is that VIP lane before court. It's faster, it's private, and it's meant to stop you from aging in Milimani corridors. Now, here's where the story rookers. The arbitrator does not go small. He awards Popote Innovations 940.5 million shillings. Almost $1 billion. Now, this is Elon money. Like, Sam had claimed 15 months of projected revenue. The arbitrator was like, Apana, I'm giving you 24 months. Even the court was like, whoa. The arbitrator's award introduced a claim of 24 months revenue, despite the pleadings limiting the claim to 15 months. Sam had walked out of that arbitrator meeting looking like a billionaire. Shoulders high, chest out. Even shadows were stepping aside. Ekele anyama! Let me hydrate kwanza. Safaricom ni nani? They rushed to the High Court and argue there was no signed contract. So there was no arbitration clause in the first place, even though they were there. So the arbitrator had no justification. They even add that the apps were not proven to be similar. And the judge drops the hammer. He writes, there's no written instrument evidencing an intention by Safaricom to submit the dispute to arbitration. And arbitration is a consensual process. Without mutual consent, there can be no valid arbitration agreement. Meaning, my friend, there was no relationship in the first place. Not even a fling. Maybe you texted at night thinking it's love. Now, when the judge addresses the resemblance between Popote Pay and the M-Pesa apps, he says it's unsupported by expert or factual evidence. It's a speculative assumption at best. Apparently, resemblance is not evidence. And finally, the heartbreak. The sentence that kills the billion, the judge says, proceedings and the resulting award are nullity ab initio. Nullity from day one. Billion-Shillings, poof. Like your Fuliza at midnight. Because how do you start a billion-shilling relationship with no signature? As the High Court later put it, the alleged partnership agreement was never executed by Safaricom. Mimi nikasema wewe demu yangu. Now, class, what do we learn? Number one, vibes are not contracts. Kenyan law requires certainty, signatures, and evidence. As the court put it, the award based on speculative financial assumptions and an unsigned agreement offends the principles of contractual certainty, legality, and fairness. Number two, arbitration only works when there's a real agreement. Number three, always sign your contract, even if you're dealing with Safaricom. Especially if you're dealing with Safaricom. Ask for signatures, protect your billions. Yes. And that was today's episode of Katiba na Chai, the Billion-Shilling Situationship. If you enjoyed the breakdown, the tea, or the heartbreak, make sure you hit subscribe. Don't leave this podcast in a situationship. Define the relationship, please. Subscribe, share, follow, drink your chai, know your rights, and avoid billion-shilling heartbreaks. This is Ngachira. I'll see you on the next case.